local
Yeah.
Joe. Consent agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Any other discussion about that? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Consent agenda passes. We have 4-H leaders in the house.
There they are.
Visit with. We just, well, stay on course. Stephanie?
Yep, come on.
Yeah, come on up front, Stephanie. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you get the smile at the camera right there. That's why I sat with my back to it.
You got a good spot.
Nobody needs that much punishment.
Obviously, since we had our board meeting, things have changed. But we would like to know, with you guys paying the bill on that and SDSU handing down directions for the office, where we take concerns and questions when it comes to the extension agent.
Where the parent group, who they address first,
Yes, yes.
I don't think there's any protocol for it. I think it would be probably most courteous to hit the local person so that they don't feel like they're being sniped at from behind or something. If SDSU comes down on our local department head because somebody has approached them. So it'd be better, I think, for your relationship with that office's management to first take your concern to that person. If you don't get any satisfaction, you can talk to SDSU. Is what I would do.
Is that the
I don't think
consensus?
that there's any rules about that though, Stephanie. I'm sure there aren't. It just seems to me like it would be, there's a lot more pluses to that approach than going to SDSU first. Don't you think?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I don't think there's nothing wrong with bringing it to board too, after.
After they've talked to her.
they've had their concern. But she's got to advise them whether it's in compliance with whatever SDSU is and not, I mean, say that SDSU puts a mask mandate on all of 4-H. That's her job to do whatever SDSU tells her to. Well, if that can't be done, or if you feel it's not being handled right or whatever, then I guess it'd have to come to us and to SDSU.
Well, I don't know that we can do anything about it. Can we? Look, we got legitimate right, we have to be interfering in the operations of that office, other than budgetary.
Don't know. Good question. We
That's
pay
the
it.
explanation I've been using. If it deals with local issues, it stays here. If it deals with programming of 4-H, it goes there.
But I think they would be better served to talk directly with the director first.
Right.
Before they take it to SDSU. No, I'm not saying this is legitimate. You may have lots of legitimate complaints. But I would first take them up with local.
We just wanted to know exactly what we, like I said, with you guys handling the budget and SDSU handling the direction,
Program, yeah.
where exactly we were supposed to put concerns.
Yeah, I would say not here. If it's an office management issue, certainly we would be concerned about that.
Okay.
You know, somebody isn't showing up for work or something.
Okay. And then we also wanted an outline on the job title, on what exactly the duties are expected from that office, so that we know what we can expect from her.
Do we have one?
No,
Is there a model one that's used across the state in all those offices in every county?
I think SDSU has
Well, I
one.
would think they would.
it has core requirements. I mean, it doesn't deal with
Anything I
the
have
real
was,
nuances with local. I mean, it's kind of boilerplate expectations.
I was gonna say, anything I found was so vague, it was,
Well, there's so many
Yeah.
different programs throughout the state, depending on where you live within the state, of what programs are going on in that 4-H realm, Some places are big livestock deals, some are big, if you're downtown Sioux Falls, there might be all kinds of other programs going on. I mean, I don't think there's no clear cut, cookie cutter deal that I've ever heard of. I think part of that is having an advisory board of what's going on in the county and where the interests are and stuff. And then, of course, she's got to work through SCSU to make that all come to rights, but
This board has historically, at least in my short tenure with the county, not engaged in any micromanaging of that office or, for that matter, other offices. Let the department heads run their departments. But if there are managerial concerns in the way the office itself is run, you know, somebody's late for work every day, or somebody's taking every 3 days off, or somebody's snappy and snotty with the public, or those kinds of issues. Certainly, we would be concerned about that kind of thing. As far as the programs that are administered through that office, we don't have anything to do with them.
I think we did have that lady come from SDSU and give an opinion on what was going on and what was appropriate, you know, when the COVID deal was going on, and what was possible and what wasn't possible. I think that's an ongoing thing. You can request that anytime you want to,
And
can
now
you?
she's gone, there's somebody else in that position.
Well, that'd be normal.
She was very knowledgeable, and it was a good session.
But I would say that would be a good recourse if in the programming of finding out actually how the roles are to be played.
Right.
She'd be as knowledgeable, or whoever's new would be, as
Do you know
anybody.
who replaced the gal that you guys had visited with?
Is this Tim,
Okay.
that's on this,
Is it?
is it this Tim Tanner?
Oh, and Tim Tanner is like the department head for them, then there's somebody that's operational below him. Let me look at my email, see who I
I
got.
Okay.
don't remember what her name was, but she seemed very knowledgeable about how the program was to be run, or had her opinion.
Okay.
Would the board work with the 4-H leaders on coming up with a list of expectations for the 4-H program here?
I would say as long as it was done through whoever we got employed down there and who SDSU has employed down here, you know, if you could do it in conjunction together, I would say. Because we're not gonna run it. I'm not gonna run it. You know, that's what she's hired for.
Well, I'm completely ignorant. I don't know anything about most of what she does down there. I mean, I don't know how to judge rabbits, and I don't know how to run any of her extension programs or any of that kind of stuff. We don't know. None of us do, I don't think. So we wouldn't be much help. We rely on SDSU for all of that. Am I not quite understanding what
I
you're?
think we're just confused because we don't have a lot of direction from SDSU.
No, it's through her. She's directed by them.
And when I discussed things the other day with you on the phone, you said that we were doing a lot of interfering with the program, so she wasn't able to do her job. I'd like to know what exactly we were
Well,
interfering with in the program that wasn't allowing her to do her job.
I think
I think if we're gonna get too much into it, we'd probably just go to an executive
Personnel
session.
issue, and we need to.
For
go to
personnel
executive.
stuff, if we're gonna do that, but. So,
Yeah.
we can,
anybody want to make a motion?
I'll make a motion to go to an executive session on personnel.
I don't think we should be discussing her unless she's here.
I'll go ask her if she wants to do it or not. And then we'll continue this discussion. I'll give her the option.
Was there a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Stephanie, that's who I got the mail from. You want me to just take a picture of it?
Yes, that would be great. Yeah.
Doug, we are shut down, aren't we?
I will be.
Is that who it was before?
No,
It isn't?
no, we dealt with Amber Erickson.
Yeah, okay.